So all of you put this heading Jacobian. Jacobians. So this will be very much useful in multiple integrals. Okay, and it is also used to discuss the check whether the set of functions are functionally dependent or not. What is that functional dependence? I will tell you, but initially write down the definition of Jacobian. Okay, let u and b, u and v be two functions. Okay, let u and b be two functions of x and y. Okay, be two functions. There are two functions which are functions of two variables. Okay. Then the Jacobian of u and v is defined as okay. Let me slightly change it. Instead of u and v, let me correct it as phi 1 phi 2. Phi 1 phi 2. Okay, if you have two functions phi 1 and phi 2, then the Jacobian of phi 1 and phi 2 is defined as j of phi 1 comma phi 2 at x. Okay, or simply call it as j, or dou of phi 1 comma phi 2 by dou of, what are the independent variables here? Independent variables are x and y. Okay, so x comma y is equal to determinant dou phi 1 by dou x, dou phi 1 by dou y, dou phi 2 by dou x, dou phi 3, dou phi 2 by dou y. Okay. Dou phi 1 by dou x plus dou phi 1 by dou x, dou phi 1 by dou y. That is first row. Second row is dou phi 2 by dou x, dou phi 2 by dou x. Is it okay? Similarly, there is a mistake here because it is function of two variables, right? I should not write simply x, j of phi 1 comma phi 2 or simply j. That's it. Erase it. Similarly, if you have three functions, okay, if you have three functions, phi 1 of x comma y x y z, phi 1 of x y z, phi 2 of x y z, and phi 3 of x y z. Then how do you define Jacobian? J equal to dou of dependent variables phi 1, phi 2, phi 3 by what are the independent variables? X, y, z. What will be the definition? It will be a 3 by 3 determinant. First row will be dou phi 1 by dou x, dou phi 1 by dou y, dou phi 1 by dou z. Second row is dou phi 2 by dou x, dou phi 2 by dou y, dou phi 3 by dou y. And third row is dou phi 3 by dou x, dou phi 3 by dou y, dou phi 3 by dou z. Okay. So write down dou phi 1 by dou x, dou phi 1 by dou y, dou phi 1 by dou z. That is the first row. Second row, dou phi 2 by dou x, dou phi 2 by dou y, dou phi 2 by dou z. Third row would be dou phi 3 by dou x, dou phi 3 by dou y, dou phi 3 by dou z. Okay. So in general, how do you define the determinant Jacobian? If you have n functions, those n functions must be functions of n variables. Okay. In general, if you have n dependent functions, phi 1, phi 2, and so on, phi n, divided by how many independent variables? Each function is a function of n independent variables, x1, x2, and so on, xn. This would be determinant. Okay. Dou phi 1 by dou x1, dou phi 2 by dou x2, and so on, dou phi 1 by dou x1, dou xn, dou phi 2 by dou x1, dou phi 2 by dou x2, and so on, dou phi 2 by dou x, and so on, dou phi n by dou x1, dou phi n by dou x2, and so on, dou phi n by dou x. Okay. That is a determinant. Say it's a function. Okay. So Jacobian of functions. So dou phi is a function. These are all functions. So when you find out the determinant, the resultant is also a function. So Jacobian is nothing but a function of the independent variables. Now write a note. If j equal to dou of u comma b by dou of x comma y, then j has some people denote this as j dash is defined as dou of x comma y by dou of u comma b, dou of x comma y by dou of u comma b. Now what can you say about j dash? Can you tell me? Can you guess the result? What would be j into j dash? That means I'm asking what is dou of u comma b by dou of x comma y into dou of x comma y by dou of u comma b. Yeah. Apply the definition. What is dou of u comma y by dou of x comma y? It's a determinant, right? What is it? Dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x, dou v by dou y. What is the determinant definition of the latter function? Dou of x comma y by dou of u comma v. That means what? Dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v, dou x dou y by dou u, dou y by dou v. Now multiply these two and tell me what is this? You know, multiplying two matrices AB. So multiply the two matrices and apply the determinant. So first row multiplied with the first column. So what is that? Dou u by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou u by dou y into dou y by dou z. Am I right? Next one, first row, second column. Dou u by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou u by dou y into dou y by dou v. Next one, dou v by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou v by dou y into dou y by dou u. Next one, dou v by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou v by dou y into dou y by dou v. Can you identify this? Initially, u and v are functions of x and y. Write in the form of a tree diagram. U is a function of x and y. But what is x? In the latter case, x is a function of u and v. Similarly, y is also a function of u and v. Similarly, v is a function of x and y. But x and y are functions of again u and v. Okay. Now you see the tree diagram. In this tree diagram, what are the independent variables? U and v. Can you see that? Please respond immediately.
Yes.
Now, so what partial derivatives you can see from this? What partial derivatives you can write from this? U to u and u to v. That means what? What partial derivatives you can write for this? Dou u by dou u and dou u by dou v. Am I right?
Yes.
Dou u by dou u and dou u by dou v. What is dou u by dou u formula? Can you tell me? What is dou u by dou u formula? Start from u, reach to u through all possible paths. U to x, x to u, u to x, x to u, u to v, u to y, y to u. Tell me, dou u by dou x into dou x by dou u, see here, plus dou u by dou y into dou y by dou u. Can you see that? So what is the expression total actually? This is nothing but dou u by dou u. Okay, so dou u by dou u. Now can you identify the next one? Dou u by dou x into dou x by dou v. Dou u by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou u by dou y into dou y by dou v. Dou u by dou y into dou y by dou v. So what is this? This expression is nothing but dou u by dou v. So can you tell me the remaining two? Dou u by dou v. So what would be the next expression? This is going to be dou v by dou u. Last one is going to be dou v by dou v. Dou v by dou u. But you know what is dou u by dou u? U derivative with respect to u is how much? 1. What is dou u by dou v? U derivative with respect to v. Partial derivative. 0. Okay. So similarly, what is v derivative with respect to u? 0. V derivative with respect to v is 1. So what is that final answer? 1. That is what we want to show, no? That is so. That is what we were expecting. Okay. J dash is equal to 1. Okay. So write this as a note. J dash is equal to 1. Okay. So J dash equal to 1. J dash equal to 1. Shall I proceed?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Right. Second property. If u is a function of x and y, v is a function of x and y, and x and y are functions of r and s, then what can you say about dou of u comma v by dou of x comma y into dou of x comma y by dou of r comma s? Can you tell me? That would be, observe these two. Is it not like a chain rule on derivative? What is dou y by dy by dx into dy by dx into dx by dt? What is this? Is it in a similar way? I am expecting some answer from you. So is it not dou of u comma v by dou of r comma s?
yes,
You can verify. You write a chain rule. You write the Jacobian definition for this. You write the determinant of this Jacobian. You write down the determinant formula for this. Multiply 2 and simplify. And use the chain rule concept. U is a function of x and y. X and y are functions of r and s. Similarly, v is a function of x and y. X and y are functions of r and s. Okay, so multiply the left hand side determinants, and that would be nothing but a right hand side because of this chain rule property. Verify this result. Will you? Similar to that of
Yes.
similar to that of this discussion. Multiply and see that you are getting the right hand side. So these are the two chain rules on Jacobian. Okay, so when can I write j dash j equal to 1 by j dash, or j dash equal to j 1 by j only when the later one is non-zero. Whenever j dash is non-zero, you can take the reciprocal, or whenever j is non-zero, you can take the reciprocal to get j dash. Okay, you understand? Okay. So right. So before proceeding further, let me introduce the concept of functional dependency. Okay. So all of you put this heading functional dependency, and then we'll do problems based on Jacobians. Functional dependence. Functional dependence. Functional dependency is different from linear dependency. Functional dependency means if there exists some relation between u and v, then we say u and v are functional dependent. If there exists some relation between u, v, w, then we say those three functions are functionally dependent. Some relation. Are those if the given set of functions are fitting in an equation? If the given set of functions are satisfying some equation, then they will be functionally dependent. Okay. So write down the definition. I'm going to write down the definition of general form, general n number of functions. that will be applicable for 2 functions or 3 functions. Okay, so the set of functions, the set of functions phi 1, phi 2 and so on, phi n, phi 1, phi 2 and so on, phi n are said to be functionally dependent. Functionally dependent if there exists a function. There exists a function f such that f of phi 1, phi 2 and so on, phi n is equal to 0. Okay, so if there is a function connecting all these given n functions, that means if these n functions are related somehow, then they are said to be functionally dependent. Otherwise the set of functions are said to be functionally dependent. Otherwise, the set of functions are said to be functionally dependent. Okay, something like u square plus v square equal to 1, or 2u plus 3v equal to 0, or v equal to sin u. Like this, there should exist some relation between u and v. Then we say these two are functionally dependent. Similarly, 3 functions. Okay, u square plus 2v square minus 4w equal to 6. Okay, if there is some relation like this, we say these 3 functions are functionally dependent. Otherwise, they are said to be functionally independent. Is that okay? Remember, functional dependency is different from linear dependency. In these 3 relations, which one you will call it as linear dependent? Which case the functions are second case. Linear dependency means what? Linear dependency means what? One function must be a constant multiple of another function, or a given one function must be a linear combination of the remaining functions. Linear combination means what? C1 phi 1 plus C2 phi 2 plus and so on, Cn phi n, like that. That is called linear combination. Okay, but this is what? Not necessarily linear combination. It can be any relation. So if linear dependency always implies functional dependency, but functional dependency not necessarily implies linear dependency. Do you understand? Moreover, linear dependency we generally talk for functions of single variables. Okay, we don't talk about function of several variables. Function of several variables, we generally talk for functional dependency. Okay, so suppose if you want to know two functions of single variables are linearly dependent or not, you are given 2 functions of single variables. If you want to know whether they are linearly independent or not, what test you will apply? I am giving you 2 functions f of x and g of x. Okay, I want to know whether they are linearly dependent or not. How do you test? Jacobian. They are functions of single variables. Jacobian, I am talking for function of several variables. Jacobian, for Jacobian, each one must be function of several. See, If you are given two functions, then the two functions must be function of two variables. If you are given three functions, then the three functions must be function of three variables. If you are given n functions must be function of n variables. Okay, in one sense, you can apply Jacobian, but what is the actual definition? What is the actual condition to check whether they are functionally dependent or not? Wronskian. Is it okay? Where did we use the Wronskian concept? Variation of parameters method. Okay, remember, for functions of single variable, you will be using Wronskian concept, which is again a determinant definition, to know whether they are linearly dependent or not. But for functions of several variables, we are going to use Jacobian concept to know whether they are functionally dependent or not. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. Now, there is a result on Jacobian to check whether they are functionally dependent or not. Okay. U1V, I will write down the condition for general case. Okay. Phi 1, phi 2, and so on, phi n are linearly independent. If and only if Jacobian of phi 1, phi 2, and so on, phi n is non-zero. You find out the Jacobian is not equal to 0, then they are functional. Then they are going to be linearly independent. That means you cannot find out any functional relation between them. Okay, equivalently, what you can write? Phi 1, phi 2, and so on, phi n are linearly dependent. If and only, what can be the result?
Is equals to 0.
That's it. If the determinant equal to 0, functional dependent, not equal to 0, linearly. I think there is a blunder. There is a mistake I wrote. I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. I'm talking about functional dependency, right? For functions of several variables. I was talking about functional dependency. Did you make this correction in your notes? Given set of functions are functionally independent, if their Jacobian is non-zero. Given set of functions are functionally dependent if their Jacobian is 0. Is it fine?
Yes.
Right. Now we'll do some problems based on this. Okay. Take the first problem. Find the Jacobian of problems. First one, u equal to 3x plus 5y. B equal to 4x minus 3y. Find J. So how do you find out the Jacobian? J equal to, it is always, numerator must be dependent variables, denominator must contain independent variables. What are the dependent variables here? Dependent variables are U and V. Alright, what are independent variables? X comma Y. Okay, so write down the formula Ux, Uy. That means what? Dou U by dou X, dou U by dou Y. Px Vy. Dou v by dou x, dou v by dou. So what is dou u by dou x? Dou u by dou x is 3. Dou u by dou y 5. Dou v by dou x 4. Dou v by dou y minus 3. So minus 3 minus 9 minus 20. How much? Minus 29.
For example, R2CH2H.
Is it okay?
So it gives secondary order
Yes.
gives
What would be J dash? Can you tell me?
Minus
Minus 1 by 29.
Because J dash is nothing but 1 by J. Because minus 29 is non-zero. Okay. So what can you say about your functional dependency? Are they functionally dependent or independent?
independent.
Independent.
Functionally independent. Is that fine? So remaining problems are also similar to this. Okay? Either you may be asked to find out the Jacobian, or you may be asked to test whether they are functionally dependent or not. If dependent, you have to find out the functional relation between them. Okay. Second problem. You are asked to find out given that x plus y equal to x plus y equal to u and y equal to uv. Find j of u comma v. Find j of u comma v. That means what? That means you want dou of u comma v by dou of x comma y. That means you want u1 v must be in terms of x and y. U is in terms of x and y. Similarly, you want to write v in terms of x and y, then substitute the formulas. So how do you write v in terms of x and y? uv equal to y. Therefore, what is v? V is y by u. But what is u? X plus. Okay. Now you got u1 in terms of x and y. Therefore, write down the formula. Write down the determinant formula and substitute. Ux, uy, vx, vy. So what is dou u by dou x? 1. Dou u by dou y? 1. What is dou v by dou x? What is dou v by dou x? Dou v by dou x means what? Y to be treated as constant. 1 by x plus y derivative with respect to x is?
Y
By
x plus
X plus y whole square. What is dou v by dou y? Apply uv formula. X plus u by v formula. X plus y to derivative of y is 1 minus y into x plus y derivative with respect to y is 1 by x plus y whole square. Am I right? Quotient 2. So this is determinant 1 1 minus y by x plus y whole square. Now what is the simplification? Y gets cancelled. X by x plus y whole square. Am I right? So this is x by x plus y whole square plus y by x plus y whole square. So this is x plus y by x plus y whole square. Answer 1 by x plus y. Do you agree?
Yes.
Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, for the same problem, x plus y equal to u and v equal to xy. Okay. Shall we verify chain rule also? Okay, so we'll do this one more. Verify the third one. Verify j dash equals to 1 and the chain rule. I think it is not chain rule. We will see later. J dash equal to 1 for the above problem. That means what? You find out j dash and multiply both j and j dash. You should get 1. What is j dash? J dash is dou of x comma y by dou of u comma v. That means you want x and y in terms of u and v. Can you write x and y in terms of u and v? Y is in terms of u and v, and x is nothing but you can write, right? So we have y equal to uv and x equal to u minus y. U minus y. That means what? U minus uv. That means uv into 1 minus y. 1 minus. Is that fine? Therefore, you got u and v in terms of you got x and y in terms of u and v. Therefore, you can find out the determinant and find out. So dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v, dou y by dou u, dou y by dou v. So what is this? What is dou x by dou u? Dou x by dou u is? Please respond. 1 minus v. Dou x by dou v? Minus u. Dou y by dou u? V. Dou y by dou v? U. So what is the simplification? So this is what is the simplification? Can you tell me? U minus uv. This is u minus uv plus uv equal to u. Okay. Therefore, what is j dash? U is nothing but x plus y only, no? Therefore, what is j dash? 1. Is that okay? So you just do it in your book neatly. Is it fine?
Yes.
Right. Now find out. Take this problem. Fourth one. It is given that u equal to x square minus x square minus 2y square, x square minus 2y square, v equal to 2x square minus y square, 2x square minus y square, and x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. X equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Find dou of u comma v by dou of r comma theta. Find dou of u comma v by dou of r comma theta. How do you do this? U and v are functions of x and y. Again, x and y are functions of r and theta. And you are asked to find out u and v Jacobian in terms of r and theta. Okay, so what rule you are going to apply? You will be applying chain rule, right? Am I right? So write down the Jacobian formula: ux, uy, vx, vy into rx. Sorry, xr, xr, x theta, yr, y theta. Okay, so find out the two determinants and multiply. What is ux? What is u? 2x square minus y square. What is ux? 4x. Okay. Is it 2? Did I write 2x square? U is x square, no? U is x square only. Okay. So it has to be 2x. So 2x and what is uy? Minus 4. What is vx? 4x. Ey is minus 2. Partial derivatives. Now what is xr? What is dou x by dou r? Cos theta. What is dou x by dou theta? Minus r sin theta. And what is dou y by dou r? Sin theta. And dou y by dou theta is r cos theta. Okay, so what is the simplification? 4xy plus 16xy into r cos square theta plus r sin square theta.
Minus
Minus
4x.
Huh? Minus
Minus 4xy.
minus 4x. This is minus 4x. Right. So minus 4x. Okay. So this is going to be 12xy into r into cos square theta sin square theta is 1. So this is 12r xy. Okay, can you express x and y in terms of r and theta? X equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, no? Because ideally we want to write the Jacobian in terms of r and theta only. Do you understand? Your final result must be in terms of r and theta. So in this case, you substitute x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. So this is going to be 12r into r cos theta, r sin theta. So what is the final answer? 12r cube sin theta cos theta. Or I can write it as 6r cube sin 2 theta, 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. Is that fine?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So now just do one problem on 3 variables. Then we'll go for the functional dependency. Fifth problem, or you can directly go to the functional dependency. Okay. Okay. You just take this problem and tell me u equal to yz by x, v equal to zx by y, and w equal to xy by z. Find Jacobian. Okay. From there itself, you can tell whether they are dependent or not, because J0 they are dependent, J non-zero independent. Okay. So can you find compute J? J equal to dou of U V W. Can you tell me the denominator variables? X, Y, Z. What is the formula? Ux, Uy, Uz, Vx, Vy, Vz, Wx, Wy, Wz. Okay. So find out the determinant and simplify and tell me the value. What is dou u by dou x? Minus yz by x square. Uy is z by x. Uz is y by x. Similarly, Vx is z by y. Vy is minus zx by y square. Vz is x by y. Wx is y by z. Wy is x by z. Wz is minus xy by z square. Now I don't simplify, that you have to do. Use your properties of determinant and use your mathematical simplification skills and tell me the final answer. I'll wait for your answer. Anyone simplify?
3, sir.
No. So please check according to book answer. Anyone else?
You can write the little pieces in this step to write the little pieces.
Are just guessing or are you simplifying really?
The next question. Now please note down. It's not allowed
4.
process.
Huh?
Minus
4.
Huh? What is the answer?
So the external treatment
4.
of
Correct. 4 is the right answer. 4. Okay. So
for the external treatment of water,
so just take one problem. Test the whether the following function, write down. Test if the following functions. Test if the following functions are functionally dependent or not. Functionally dependent or not. If dependent, find the functional relation. Find the functional relation. Okay, so it's an important model. To know whether they are functionally dependent or not, you simply find out Jacobian. the Jacobian is non-zero, you say it is they are independent. If they are zero, you say it is they are dependent, and try to establish the relation. Okay. First one, write down u equal to, first one u equal to x square minus y square by x square plus y square 2xy by x square plus y square. Okay, you have to first find out Jacobian. If the Jacobian is zero, try to establish the relation. That is J dou of u comma v by dou of x comma y. Okay. So what is that? What is the derivative? Ux uy vx vy. Okay. So what is dou u by dou x? Please find out. Apply u by v formula, quotient rule. So that is x square plus y square into dou u by dou x is 2x minus x square minus y square into 2x by x square plus y square whole square. Similarly, dou u by dou y is x square minus y square into 2y minus x square minus am I doing correct? Minus x square plus y square into x square plus y square into minus 2y divided by x square plus y square into vx. Vx means 2y minus 2xy into 2y divided by x square plus y square whole square. And similarly, x square plus y square into 2x minus 2xy into 2x divided by x square plus y square whole square. It is just differentiating with respect to one variable by treating the other variable as constant. So if you simplify, you will notice that it is going to be 0. You can verify this later. So from this you can say that u and v are functionally dependent. That means what? There exists some relation between u and v. Okay, what can be the relation? Can you please tell me? There is no formula to find out the relation. By it is your observation only. From your observation only, you have to get the relation between u and v. Just by observing these two, can you identify the relation? Just observe and tell me. Try to quickly tell me.
U square plus V square equal to 1.
Correct. Functional relation is u square plus v square equal to 1. So again I am telling, don't ask me, sir, how you got that functional relation. There is no trick or anything. It's only your observation. Through your observation only, you should be able to establish the relation between u and v. It's only, it will come only through observation. Is it fine? So I shall be giving some problems as homework based on these Jacobians. In the next class, we will be doing some more problems on checking whether a set of functions are functionally dependent or not. Okay, and then we'll move on to maxima and minima for functions of several variables. You have learnt maxima and minima for functions of single variable in your intermediate, which is application of differentiation. You will be seeing maxima and minima for functions of several variables in this course.